Now it's time to choose your team. Each school has a unique set of athletic director expectations, which are goals that you'll need to accomplish as a coach. Now it's time to choose. Here, you can create your own. Make sure you review your athletic director expectations often. They are the key to the success of your program, as completing some expectations will give you dynasty points that you can use to shape your dynasty blueprint. Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Florida Gators and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gators kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He'll return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Hoosiers offense will have the football first. And here's a guy who's going to have to make some plays at wide receiver in this one. One of the top talents in the country at his position and trying to put himself in even a better spot to play on Sundays.
Fans were so happy when this guy decided to come back and play his senior season, David. He easily could have been a first-round pick a year ago, but wanted to come back and build that draft stock. This is everything you look for in a wide receiver. This passing attack is going to take off. If he's able to stay healthy, defenses are going to have so many problems trying to slow this guy down.
Yeah, and I know everybody's excited that he came back on his team and his fans, but the other side, they are not excited because playmaker. They can move him around. He's got the big play threat. He catches the football. He's got all the intangibles. Been in school, been around now, being a senior, being a leader on this squad. He's going to be the guy. When they need a play in this offense, they'll look his way.
Oh, what a caught! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Hoosiers in the hurry-up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Sets his feet. It's Isaac. Makes the grab on the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Paul,
trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab, and he scores! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gators offense will now get its first chance with the football. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Well, one thing I know for sure, having played in the state of Florida, if you're a school in Florida, you probably are going to have a lot of speed and athleticism in your secondary somehow or some way. There is an embarrassment of talent and riches in the state and high school. Guys on the back end that can fly around. They all have ball skills, and it's no different with this defense.
I mean, you can literally throw a rock and hit a guy that runs 4.4 in the state of Florida. Like, the high school football is so talented, so well coached. There's so many squads across the state. So, yeah, you're always finding those guys that have competed at a high level that can absolutely fly. And it's kind of like find the next guy at that state and put him in the lineup and put him at one of these main universities.
Drops back on first down. Snags it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on third. On the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. And the Gators getting set on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Gators looking to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Quick catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Back to throw, it's Isaac. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The fake and wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Gonna look downfield again. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score on this next possession.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first.
Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Sells the fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The offense has it first and 10 from the 42. Quick give. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
From the gun, the running back has it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Handoff from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Right back to it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Got him on the RPO. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Isaac. Fires quickly. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Run in the red zone, it's Parker. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to get the corner, and he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on outside. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Rush right in his face, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Off play action on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Trying to establish the run. There he goes. He's up to 55 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Pushes ahead. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's how the career starts. His 1st carry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Isaac. Under pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. From the gun. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Indiana! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Hoosiers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Extending the play. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They kick it away on fourth down. Looks it in. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's some daylight. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back to pass, it's Isaac. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 9 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Mustangs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Now back to your game in Bloomington. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Murphy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run for it. It's Parker. He's got the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fighting off the defender.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Straight ahead, it's Parker. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking downfield, it's Isaac. Rush is on. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Look out. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Nice way to knock that one down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The Gators send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Isaac. Looking down the middle. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Second and long here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. In the red area, it's Parker. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on second and short. Touchdown, Indiana! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide. He'll do the rest. He'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page. Quarterback, wide receiver.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Murphy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They want to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wants to throw on first. Makes a catch. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Hand it to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Wants to go up top on second down. Turns it upfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. The quick game.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The play fake. He wants it all. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Finds his man on the RPO. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Parker. Still on his feet at the 45. Maybe a crease. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Working that left side now. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Hauls it in, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Gators are facing 3rd and inches. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This is a designed run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Isaac. Under pressure. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Snap on first down, wants to throw. This time on target. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Selling the fake. It's complete on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They're working that left side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Isaac. Back's got it on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They'll run it. It's Parker. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I think that time he was trusting pocket awareness. little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Second down, gonna throw it. Finds his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're gonna keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's a give to Parker. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Pratt. On the run, fires downfield. Working the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. Here's Parker. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Deep in the end zone, it's Murphy. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very
place in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Temple Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
The UL Monroe head coach told me before the game, Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. And the Warhawks kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Owls offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses. Coaches extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Robinson will throw. Fires to the big fella. Guys, let's think for just a moment about Temple. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
He's got it down the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pulls it on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Temple! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Louisiana Monroe's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. There's the guy we believe is going to be a workhorse in this one. We anticipate that he is going to have a major impact on this running game. Looking for running room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. This crowd full throat coat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's complete to the left, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Had to throw it before he wanted, and he gets it away. Second and long here. Gives it. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Warhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Offense set on first down. Robinson looking to pass. He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
It's all about making plays, and this guy...
Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The Tigers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Indiana's offense has the ball first today. And here's a guy, if you throw it in his general vicinity, he's going to pull it down. He's looking to make a statement to those scouts watching him for the NFL draft, and along the way, maybe rack up some awards here in his final season. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Drops back, it's sizing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quick give. It's Parker. Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Making his first move. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed.
Deep shot for the end zone. Almost had a pick in the end zone. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Connection to the right. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. LSU right back to the line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Quarterback. Exactly. With this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Myers. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Looking to throw, it's Isaac. Finds his target.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Handoff for Parker. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Cradles it at the 35. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's caught. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Wants to throw on first. Pulls it in.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got it, feet down in bounds.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab. LSU quick to the line. Keeps it himself. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Dropping back, it's Isaac. Reels it in. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Drops back on first down. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. The throw. Caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Left side is Wells. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
They'll run it. Run ends there. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll run him again. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. To the air, it's Isaac. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Second down, gonna throw it. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Parker. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Indiana! And the route is on.
Another nice drive put together.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah.
Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Temple Owls and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. Part of their play calling will be to get their wide receiver the ball. They want his name to go down in history here today. He has a chance to break the record for the most receiving yards in a career in school history. And how do they do that? Get that connection rolling with he and his QB. They've been terrific all season long, and today they want to keep that name in the record books. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Chase. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Temple Owls offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking long. Makes the grab on the right. Lots of room to run. He is in. Touchdown Owls.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. But that is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental assignment errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Isaac. He's got it. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Rush is on. Got his man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays. So
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. Trying to run, it's Parker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Indiana! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest. Will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Coming out with it, it's Chase. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. Robinson will throw. Look out!
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on third and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Rush right in his face. Got his man on the right. Runs through a man. He might have space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
From the red zone, it's Parker. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking for a man. It's Isaac. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out wide right, it's Parker. He has stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Chase. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tells to run, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Just drives it between the up. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the number 1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt. But after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot. Still a good team. Still a lot of time to do.
Greetings and welcome to a very special moment on the annual sports calendar, the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. Inside the Tiburon Theater, I'm Chris Fowler, so proud to bring you Heisman